In 1971, a young man named Greg was driving home late at night along an old country road in rural England. This particular stretch of road was notorious for strange occurrences. Stories of ghostly figures, shadowy apparitions, and sudden chills had been passed down for generations. Greg wasn't one to believe in ghost stories, but that night, he experienced something he could never explain. As he drove, his headlights illuminated the dense fog rolling over the road. The world outside was deathly silent, except for the hum of his car engine. About halfway through the journey, he noticed something unusual. A figure standing on the side of the road, dressed in what appeared to be an old-fashioned cloak and hat. Thinking it was a stranded traveler, Greg slowed down and rolled down his window. "Greg, need a lift?" The figure didn't respond. It stood motionless, head slightly bowed, as if refusing to acknowledge his presence. Uneasy but determined to help, Greg stopped the car and stepped out. He called out again, louder this time, but the figure remained eerily still. As he got closer, a chill swept over him, colder than the winter air around him. When Greg was just a few feet away, the figure suddenly looked up. Its face was blank, completely featureless, like a mannequin, with smooth skin where eyes, nose, and a mouth should have been. Panic surged through Greg as the figure raised a hand, pointing at something behind him. Frozen in fear, Greg turned to look. There was nothing there. When he whipped his head back around, the figure had vanished. Greg sprinted back to his car, heart pounding, and drove off as fast as he could. When he told his story to locals the next day, their faces turned pale. They told him he had encountered the Silent Watcher, a ghostly figure that had been seen by travelers on the road for over a century. Legend had it that those who ignored the Watcher's silent warning would suffer grave misfortune. Greg felt lucky to have left unscathed, but the experience haunted him for the rest of his life. The road, still cloaked in its eerie reputation, remains avoided by many to this day.